There we go.
Man, thank y'all so very much. Thank you. All right.
There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm learning how to work this app. I'm learning, right? So thank y'all for coming on in to the live, to the live, to the live. Okay, y'all. How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Right? I hope everybody is well and well is everybody. Yes, I do. So I have a message as I'm dealing with technical issues here that I like to talk about. And it's about your mind and the strength of strengthening your mind, the power of your mind. Right? Right. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. So what you feed it is so important. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. So what you feed it is so important, right? Swami Satchananda, he said that when you master your mind, you master everything. He was an Indian yoga guru, and that was his saying. When you master your mind, you master anything, right? Anything you possibly could think of, could want to achieve, could make possible, you're able to do so when you master your mind, right? But it's also the most hardest accomplishment ever. It's also one of the most hardest accomplishments ever that you could do. So I know you're like, how do you do that? Because people are like, oh, my mind playing tricks on me. Oh, I'm thinking back and forth. Oh, I don't know what to do as far as how I'm thinking about this situation. How do I make it the most possible, or make it my negative thoughts into a more positive thoughts? Because have you ever heard of this saying, when you think of one thing negative, think of three other things positive to switch the mind frame, to switch your way of thinking, to switch your outlook in the situation. Because again, I'm going to go back to what Swami Sanchananda said. He said, when you master your mind, you master everything, right? And I ain't perfect. I'm still mastering my mind. I'm still trying to figure out some things. I'm still praying and asking, hey, can you strengthen this? But I do know that what you feed your mind takes a toll, a huge toll, and a huge everything on how you're able to master your mind. The music you listen to, the articles that you read, the books that you read, the people that you hang around, the stories that you listen to, the conversations that you have, all of that goes into you being able to master your mind. And again, it all goes back into when you have one negative thought, think of like 3, 4 other positive thoughts to reverse the negative that you're thinking, right? I know we've all heard that before. It's not always so easy when you think that you're being tested and when things are coming your way and you're like, oh my gosh, this is just, it's, it's just too much. It's just too much. Like, what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this? How do I switch into a more positive mind frame, right? So I'm going to talk about some things that have helped me come a long way. Still working on myself. You're never going to be perfect. You're working on yourself is always going to be a daily thing. Nobody can tell you that they have mastered themselves to a perfection, because we are imperfect, going way back beyond our mind can even comprehend, because of, if you're biblical, what happened in the Garden of Eden. If you're spiritual, what happened when they challenged Oldemare and wanted to have more than what he gave them as far as being equal. Everybody had an equal amount, right? Doesn't matter what it is you study. It goes further back than what we what we know, right? So we know we're imperfect from whatever story it is that you believe in, of what happened to make us imperfect from the perfect beings that were created long time ago. So working on yourself, you can never stop doing that. Otherwise, you will fall back into bad habits that you work so hard to come out of. So you constantly have to feed your mind positivity. You constantly have to um, find ways to reinvent positive thoughts. You have to always consistently affirm yourself and ground yourself into love, light, and positivity. Always, always. And some of the ways that you can do that is through breathing, through meditation, and one of the most overlooked things that feeds your mind and help you stay positive and help you stay control anxiety and help you bring yourself out of depression and control it is nutrition. One of the most overlooked things, but one of the most important things that help you be grounded into greatness. Because those comfort foods, they say sugar is more addictive than crack. I wouldn't know. I ain't never did crack, but I'd have done a lot of sugar, and that shit is hard to kick. Even to this day, even with detoxing, even I've been able to kick meat before I've been able to kick sugar. Straight up. I can go days and days on days on days without eating meat, but I cannot go days on days and weeks without eating sugar. I'm trying to told y'all. I don't know. So it might be some truth to that. I ain't testing the theory, but that's what they say, right? Mm-hmm. So how do you master it? What are some things that you can do? You can start by affirming yourself every day, making sure that you start your day on a daily routine of positivity. Do some prayer work, do some affirmations. Affirmations are always good. I know they say prayer work is good as well, but everybody is on their own journey and belief system. So I'm not going to throw that out there to say, hey, this is what you need to do. But even if you are not biblical, spiritual, godly, however you want to put it in there, you are about yourself. So affirming yourself will help you build a positive, strong mind, right? Knowing that you are great, speaking greatness upon yourself. When you speak to yourself and when you speak about yourself, you need to make sure that the words that you are using are positive. Not, I can't do that. I'm scared to do that. I don't think I can. I don't want to try. That's too much. No, that ain't what you say. You say, I can do this. I will do this. I'm going to try to this. It's going to work out for me. Everything is going to be okay. You switch those negatives into positives. You turn that fear into a greatness of knowing it's going to work out. Don't walk in fear. Walk in knowing that what you want is going to happen. Walk in knowing that what you believe is coming. Walk in knowing that what you need is already there for you. The universe is conspiring in a way so that it can happen for you. Like I said, we are not going to fully connect with a biblical sense or a spiritual sense. We're just going to connect in knowing that you affirming yourself, saying, yes, I can. I know I can. Yes, I will. It will. It's going to. All of those words, change your wording. It is affirming your mind, affirming you to know that what you need in life, what you're working towards, what your goal is going to happen. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. No doubt in my mind it's going to happen. I might have to go through obstacles to get it. It might be things that's going to be removed, people going to be removed, everything might seem like it's falling out of place. But I know all these things are happening because what I asked for is on its way. And I know that the things that are being removed, the things that are being revealed, the people who are vanishing, the things that I'm losing, it's all happening because what I need is on its way. You cannot have the mind frame of, oh my gosh, I asked for this and I'm losing this and these people getting on my nerves. So ain't nothing going right. It ain't gonna happen. Ain't nothing going right. No, that's not what's happening. Everything is going right, and it's going right because what you're asking for is being sent to you. But before you can hold it in your hand, before you can reach out and touch it, all those other things have to take place. And one thing about a prayer, one thing about a manifestation, it's never told to you how it's going to reach you. It's never told to you the battles you're going to have to go through in order to get to it. It's never told you the obstacles you're going to have to overcome in order to receive it. All it's told to you is that you're going to receive it. So you can't look at battles, obstacles, losses as things that are holding you back from anything. You have to look at them as things that are preparing your way to receive. Because again, one thing about a manifestation and one thing about a prayer is never told to you how it's going to come to you. It's never told to you that everything is going to be ripped apart and ripped from you before I give you everything that you need. And trust me, I'm telling you, I'm talking out of experience. Out of experience. Okay? Because I've lost a lot of things, including a home. Okay? When I prayed for some things, God didn't tell me I was going to be homeless and have to strengthen and suffer and be separated from the kids and all this stuff here and all this stuff there in order to receive it. And once I received it, it was going to be more than what I asked for because I was obedient and I listened, and I realized within those obstacles, He never left me. Because even though I didn't have this, I had that. I didn't go hungry, I didn't lack, and everything was good. You cannot look at the obstacles that you go through as a hindrance to get to what you need, to get to what you're asking for, to get to what you have manifested, right? You can't do that. Don't do that. Make sure you affirm yourself positively. Make sure you reassure yourself that you know that it's coming. And you know that those obstacles that are getting on your nerves and hard to overcome, but you're being obedient and you are walking in the way in which you know is building the strength and building the wealth that you need to have. It's coming. It's coming. So now that we have talked about affirming yourself and changing your verbiage from I can't, I don't know, it won't, it's hard, to I got this, it will, it's coming, it's on its way, and it's mine, right? This is what we got to do. We got to change those verbiages. Do not speak negative in your life. Do not speak negative about you. Do not speak negative about your goals. Do not speak negative about your actions. Speak all love and light. 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 When you are speaking over yourself, when you are speaking over your goals, when you are speaking over your manifestations, when you are speaking over your needs, when you are speaking over your wants, you are going to speak all of the light. You are going to say, I am, I will, it's going to, it's there, it's mine, I receive, I have, I'm able. That's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to do. And watch the difference in your attitude and how you feel and how you walk and all of that When you change those negative words into positive, I'm telling you, watch the transformation within yourself when you do that, right? So, another quick thing that you can do to kind of strengthen your mind and reverse the negativity is breathe work. Breathing, breathing. Y'all heard the 4-4-4 method? 4-4-4-4-4-4-4. So, basically, with this method, it's y'all can do it with me. Is breathing in while counting to 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, do it with me. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what this does is it calms you. It brings you back to grounding. It brings you back to a sense of balance. It levels your thoughts. It levels your mood. It levels those chemicals that are revving up to make you react in a way that might not be so pleasant. So when you feel yourself shifting into negativity, when you feel yourself not feeling yourself, when you feel yourself wanting to explode, when you feel yourself not knowing what to do in this moment and you want to snap, but you don't want to snap because you know your reaction will create a ripple effect that might not allow you to receive what you need to receive. What you need to do is take a moment, don't even care who is around you, and breathe. Breathe. Breathe in positivity. Breathe in happy thoughts. Let out the frustration. Let out the negative. Let out everything that does not serve you well in this moment. Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. And then affirm yourself. I got this. You will not disturb my peace. It will not disturb my peace. I will not be moved. And go on about your day, right? So, another thing, just real quick, that is another thing, real quick, that is, like I said, is one of the most important things that people don't realize, and can really help the chemicals within your mind shift into positivity, shift into healthiness, shift into being able to recognize and recreate reality, is your nutrition. Like I told you at the beginning of this video, they say that sugar is worse than crack. I'm not about to test the theory, but I know I got a hard time fighting sugar my doggone self. I can go days without a lot of things, but sometimes after day 1, 2, 3, I'd be like, I need some sugar with some chocolate, with a Starburst, with a lollipop, with some ice cream, with some something, with some iced tea, with something, some lemonade, something that got some sugar in it. I need it, give it here, right? So, with your nutrition, what nutrition does, right, is it allows your body to heal. It allows the chemicals in your brain to function properly. When you feed yourself the proper foods, you build a chemical strengthening within yourself that shifts your mind to be able to pull yourself out of anxiety and depression. And I'm trying to explain this in a way to where it's understood and not a whole bunch of words and phrases, and you'd be like, what? Girl, what the, what? Girl, I hear what you're saying, but I don't understand. I don't get it, right? So, You ever sat around and you're not feeling something, and you have this heaviness or this sadness, and you're eating candy, you're eating ice cream, you're binge eating, you're eating comfort foods, whatever that may be, you're eating heavily um, fried foods, gravy, you're just eating all these things that are unhealthy, right? And in the end, all you feel is heavy and want to go to sleep, right? In the end, all you feel is heavy and want to go to sleep. That is because you are not putting in your body the things to combat those chemicals that are creating that cause anxiety and depression. And like I said, I'm trying to explain this in a way to where you can kind of understand it versus terms that are used in a book or by doctors or whatever the case may be, right? So, but so now that we've sat here and we've ate all of these comfort foods and fast foods and sweets and candies and all of this stuff, now let's go back. Let's pause. Go back to a good day, right? And I say a good day because it's a good day because you're giving yourself good things, right? Go back to the good day when you've had a healthy meal, when you've had fruits, when you've had your veggies, when you've had everything on that food chart that we learned about when we was in school. You know, that little square pyramid thing, whatever it was, that told you all of the portions that you need to have. When you've had the proper amount of those portions, how did you feel? Versus the day when you were stuck in your anxiety and your depression and you picked up a cookie and you picked up ice cream and you picked up fried chicken and you picked up everything else besides a carrot, besides a mango, besides some celery, besides some broccoli, besides whatever else is good for you, right? How did you feel versus in them 2 days? They didn't have to come back and back to back. They could have been days apart, it could have been months apart, but I know you know how you felt in the difference between those 2 days, right? It motivated you to kind of get up and move around. It was something in your mind that clicked and said, "Hey, let me get up and go do this. Hey, let me get up and read this. Hey, let me get up and take care of this. Hey, let me get outside and get some sun. Hey, let me go for a jog. Hey," it triggered something in your mind to do something that was positive. It triggered something in your mind to finish a project. It triggered something in your mind to keep going, right? It triggered something to keep going. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's the difference. The difference is when you gave in to your feelings and you reach for the comfort food, you ain't want to move. You ain't want to get up. You ain't want to finish nothing. You ain't want to accomplish nothing. You just wanted to lay there and go through the motions, right? That's all you wanted to do. Hmm, it is what it is. I'll get to it later. Hmm, I don't feel like it. But when you fed yourself something of nutritional value, you want it to move differently. And that's what I mean by nutrition plays a good part even in your mental health and mental strength, right? Right. So I've given you three simple things because I'm gonna keep this short, right? Because nobody likes a long-winded video. Get to the point because I got to do, right? Three simple things. Affirm yourself. When you feel yourself speaking negative, change it into to positive. It's not I can't, I won't, it ain't, it's I can, I will, I am, it's coming, it's already here. I got we got this. This is what we're gonna do. I don't gotta worry about nothing. I'm about to receive it. It's here and it's mine, right? That's what it is. So we've learned that we're gonna affirm ourselves, right? Affirm ourselves. The second thing that we just spoke about is When we feel our anxiety going up and we feel like we want to react to certain things and we feel like we want to lash out and we feel like we don't know what to do in the moment, we're going to use that 4-4-4 method of breathing, right? We're going to breathe in and count to 4. Hold it, count to 4. Breathe out, count to 4. So that it can level our mind out, it can level our emotions out, it can level us out so that we can be grounded and react in positivity. And trust me, no reaction is still a positive reaction. Do not let anybody take you to a place that is going to mess up your blessings. Every action does not require a reaction, and your reaction determines the outcome for you. So make sure the way that you're reacting to everything is on a positive level. And when you feel like you're about to hit that negative, cut it loose, cut it short. Don't even engage in the conversation. Hang up on a bit. Walk away from it. Start breathing. Go silent. Whatever it is that you need to do so that you can stay grounded and you can make sure that your blessings continue to flow. Because trust me, when you act negatively, negative has a ripple effect that what they got going on in the universe and with themselves, you don't want to stick it to you because you got things going on for yourself that is coming to you. That's coming to you. It's coming to you. So we're going to react in positivity, right? We're going to react in positivity because you don't want to let your reaction affect your positive blessing, because your reaction can stop what's coming to you. Because negative is, if I sent you the voice, if I sent you the voice note what time is it? Anyways, your reaction can delay or stop the blessing and the manifestation and the prayer that you have asked for to come, because negativity jumps when you let it, when you feed into it. Now all of a sudden you've reacted a certain way. So now the person next to you who loves you is now acting a certain way. So now everybody is acting in negativity. And guess what? Now some bullshit done went down. And oh my God, how we gonna get out of this? And oh my God, oh Lord, what's next? Right? When all we had to do was walk away, stay silent, and move forward. Create the atmosphere, don't feed into it. All right. The third thing we talked about, the third and final thing that we talked about was your nutrition. And remember, I used the analogy of when you were feeling down and depressed and you didn't feel like it, and you picked up them ice creams and you picked up the candy and you picked up the fried food. The rest of the day, all you wanted to do was lay there and do nothing. You ain't want to accomplish nothing. You ain't want to be bothered. All you wanted to do is sit in sorrow. But when you went and you ate that salad, when you went and you fed yourself something that gave your body nutritional value and energy, you felt like you can conquer the day and move forward past the negativity, past your negative thoughts, past whatever was going on in that moment, and keep going. And I know we both, all of us, have had those days where we've picked up the wrong thing and we picked up the right thing. And when it came to eating and our emotions, and I know we all can say we felt the difference, but when we picked up that wrong thing and when we picked up that right thing on how we moved for the rest of the day. When we picked up that wrong thing, we stayed in slumber. When we picked up that right thing, our mind triggered into positivity. It was like, you know what? I ain't worried about that. Let me go. Let me go do this. Let me go handle this. Let me go fix this. Let me right. And I know we can all vouch for that. So those are the three things that we went over, and that those are the three things that will help you strengthen your mind. And like I said, working on yourself is an everyday thing. Can't nobody tell you that they have reached perfection and they ain't got to do no more. That's not true. Every day you have to do something to affirm yourself in positivity. Every day you have to feed yourself positive nutrition. Every day you have to do the work to make sure that you stay grounded. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain, negativity exists. Negativity exists, but how you handle the negativity is what is going to create the outcome for you, what is going to create and bring in the prayers that you ask for to happen, that are or that you need in your life, that the manifestations that you are working on, is what is going to make sure that you receive these things. How you react and how you handle the negativity is already out here, it's in the universe, that's why we're imperfect, so it's going to be sent to you. What's important is how you handle it. How you handle it. And I'm going to go back to Swami Sachandana. I probably saying his name wrong, and I'm sorry. Swami Sachandana, and he was a Indian yoga guru from way back. And his verbiage was, "When you master your mind, you can master everything." How do you master your mind? Is continuous work, prayer, affirming, positive eating, and keeping your cool. Straight like that. Straight like that. Straight like that. Everything does not call for you to match the energy. Don't match the energy, control the energy. How do you control the energy? By shifting the energy. How do you shift the energy? By staying positive. Because when somebody is on 50 and you not giving them that 50 reaction back or that 100 reaction back that they asking for, and they all rah 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 talking about what they gonna do, and and you stay neutral and you be like, man, whatever. And you stay in that positive place. Have you ever noticed how they bring it down? How things start to calm down? You ever notice that? How all of a sudden that rah 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 and don't have nothing more to say. It ain't doing all of that extra because you're not feeding into it. Do not let the negative jump. Let it die. Don't let the negative jump. Let it die. I'm trying to tell you, because you do not want it to jump and you feed into it, and everything that you have worked so hard for in life be taken like that. Because all it takes is one bad decision or reaction to the wrong thing that's sent there to destroy you. So when you notice that you're in a situation that is sent here to destroy you, don't let it. Affirm yourself, breathe, and go eat an apple. All right, y'all. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and log out. And I just wanted to get on here and remind you that you are your biggest everything. And your mind is the most powerful tool that you have to conquer anything that you want to conquer, accomplish, achieve, and dream within this world. And all you have to do is feed your mind and your body the most positive things that you could feed it within your reach and your ability every day, so that you can receive all that you want to receive in life. And remember, when you are going through obstacles and you feel like everything is against you and you feel like you're not going to get there, remember to speak positive, because one thing about a manifestation or one thing about a prayer, they do not, whomever your higher power is that is working on for your greater good and conspiring for you for everything to come to you, does not tell you how it's going to come to you. They do not tell you the obstacles that you will get to the greatness. They do not tell you what and who will be removed and when and how it will be removed. All they tell you is it's coming. So your test to receive what you have been manifesting, your test to receive what you have been praying for, is how you deal with what is presented before you while they are working for you. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and log out. Peace, love, and light. Bye.